Thank you everyone for joining today's session. My name is Sunny Makija and I'm a senior insight sales specialist with Crave Infotech, having 7+ years of industry experience. Now, before we get started, I'm just going through some housekeeping to ensure you can interact with myself and the speaker. Firstly, if you wish to ask any question to the presentation, we have Q&A session as well as chat section enabled. You can just uh, write your questions and we will be answered at the end of the session, and we will be also be launching poll questions in today's webinar, so we invite you to participate by selecting your response when they appear on your screen. And now I would like to welcome Murli and Ashish. We are so glad you could be here today to share your insight on Fury for digitizing plant maintenance process. Now, Murli is a sales and operation director for Crave operations in India. During his 20+ years of industry serving, he has handled and executed multiple automations projects for pharma, manufacturing, engineering, CPG and IT industry. Now from Crave, we have Ashish. He's a SAP plant maintenance and mobility consultant. He's having 8+ years of experience in various industry like pharmaceutical, oil and gas, manufacturing, and also involved in end-to-end implementation process. Now, without any further ado, I would hand over to Murli to start the presentation. Over to you, Murli.
Thank you, Sunny. Thanks for the introduction. So, and thanks everybody here for joining today's webinar. Welcome all of you for in today's webinar, and good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are, because people are joining from different time zones. So, we will start the session today. So before starting the topic, the Fury for enterprise asset management enablement, I wanted just to quickly take you through the about the organizations, because who we are, what we do, and what is our experience in digital transformation. So I wanted just quickly to take you through the corporate profile of the organization. So on my screen, probably you'll be seeing it. We are 13 years old organization, started in 2007, became SAP partner in 2008, expanded ourselves globally in 2010, and after that, we entered in our products of digital transformation in 2012, and then from there we have worked with various customers across industries, have achieved number of awards in the industry, covering different geographies. So here just the glimpse of the organizational activity. We are partnered with SAP, we are partnered with Zebra. Zebra is again mobile computing manufacturing manufacturer, global leader in mobile computing. Then here technology, the again global leader in geo enablement solution. We are partnered with Amazon, Google, have certifications, needful certifications from industry point of view. ISO certifications we have 9001 to 27001. Have won different awards in SAP's 2018, SAP Seed, Pinnacle, and so on. So this is just small introduction about the organization, operational from 15 years, having 15+ years of SAP consulting across industries. Then we also have our own 50+ prepackaged solutions covering various segments in large enterprises across India and globally. So when we talk about our digital transformation solution, we also wanted to brief you about normally this, and this is as per the McKinsey survey, why companies try to be, when they try to build the digital application, more than 70% of the applications fail. Only fewer than 30% of the digital transformation projects worldwide succeed. And why is it so? Because companies, or when I talked about companies, it's end users or the organizations, when they try to build the software, okay, or the solution for their own requirement, they end up with expensive team management cost, so very low ROI. Then they have to build it from scratches. They do not have that, I mean, the global experience of developing the software. Then standardization is there is no standardization, because what we develop is from our own requirement point of view, and it is, we do not have that know-how. So here, and that is why we have observed that more than 70% of the such projects fail. And that is why there is need of the competitive consultant like Crave Infotech, wherein we come up with 75% of lower total cost of product ownership. We reduce that cost of ownership to more to close to 75%. Then of course lower deployment time, industry exposure like 4.0, 5.0, future proof solutions we come up with. We also come up with our own regular upgrades, and we also have the know-how and exposure of the various compliances when it comes to pharma or food processing industry. So here the organization like Crave definitely play a vital role in succeeding the organizations like yours in a digital transformation journey. So in this slide, if you look at, we have given our products portfolio as well as our services portfolio. As I mentioned, right from day one, we are closely working with SAP, and that is why our services portfolio you will find mainly in SAP area. Is SAP ERP implementation, ECC, S4. Then we also work in SAP RPA, SAP SMP to SCP cloud platform services. Then BTP, which is a business technology platform. We work closely with SAP for such projects. We do all Fiori enablement for the organizations. We also are providing resources, consultants to various organizations in SAP area. And along with that, we have our own portfolio of pre-packaged solutions in a automation processes, various automation processes. So here you will find in this chain diagram, we are almost covering every functionality of the organization across different departments. If we start with enterprise asset management, and we'll talk about more about that today. So the portfolio covers maintenance, calibration, facility. Then we also have solutions in supply chain like warehouse management, direct store delivery, then digital connect. So customers, vendor digital connect, vendor side automation, as well as we also have customer side automation in order to cash. So Salesforce automation or digital customer network. So in vendor side automation, we are covering the complete end-to-end vendor activity, like placing the order to vendor. Then he can do ASN, he can confirm the deliveries, and he can track his payments over there. Same way at customer side automation, customer can select the products from the catalog, he can place the order, he can do the payment, he can track the deliveries. So along with that, we also have certain platform or solutions in which we call it as a omni-channel for approvals when business on the go. So executives, when they are traveling, they can do the PRPO approvals, the payment approvals, credit limit approvals, or leave or timesheet approvals from projects point of view, and so on. So these are such 50 plus pre-packaged solutions which are available on SAP App Center. It does not mean that we work only with SAP customers, but our focus is SAP customers because we are SAP partners. But along with that, we also work for non-SAP customers as well. And these are the industries which we have been serving from last 15 years. Life science is one of our key focus area. Utilities, oil and gas, manufacturing, engineering, and consumer CPG. These are the industries we are working on. So coming to today's topic about uh, enterprise asset management, intelligent asset management. What we have observed at marketplace is normally in plant maintenance or in maintenance area, there are three types of users: maintenance engineer, maintenance planner, and plant head. And everybody has his own set of problem statement. So for example, maintenance engineer, his pain area is he spends most of the time in data collection and data entry. So how he can reduce that, how he can optimize his efficiency in rest of the things by reducing the time, how the digital technology can help him more there. If you look at maintenance planner, his problem statement is different. He doesn't know, I mean, if whether my assets data are complete or not. Okay, then still he has to follow the traditional practice of time-based maintenance planning. So how technology can help him over there? Plant head has his own set of questions, whether how he can optimize the cost, how he can increase the efficiency of the production, and how the technology can help him over there. So here Crave plays vital role with our experience and exposure in intelligent asset management. We call it as a intelligent asset management maturity model. We see most of the organizations today in market, they work still in a reactive way. So here is the complete vision of how we can take from reactive to preventive and to predictive model. So this is the journey of the organizations they have to follow in the coming areas. Again, when we talk about the matured model of asset management, so it comes with asset performance and analytics. So when we talk about asset performance and analytics, there are normally four stages or four things. One is we collect the data from system of records. So that data is available right in your backend ERP, whether it is SAP or any other ERP, from which we collect about equipment master, BOM, then order processing, and so on. And then this data is the next stage is the data acquisition through IoT or collaborative information platforms or workforce management. And then we analyze that data and we do the corrective action. So this is the typical model of asset performance and analytics. How we can help? Crave enterprise asset management innovations with a end-to-end solution covers these areas. If you see MRSS, in which we cover the flexible scheduling, flexible dispatch, then the planning stage in which tracking, map-based dispatches, planning workbench, approvals, and the execution of the application, in which we cover through mobile application, we cover end-to-end solution for the asset management. So on my screen, if you look at, these are the complete portfolio we are covering: preventive, corrective, breakdown maintenance, facility maintenance, calibration, planning workbench, flexible scheduling and dispatch, and asset inventory and inspection. This complete portfolio we are covering through Crave offerings. So how we are different? The key features, if you look at the differentiating factors, it's first is, of course, it is all our solutions are on premise, as well as we have cloud offerings, single sign on, integrated with SAP or your backend ERP, whether it is any other ERP, out of box product, configurable to customer needs. When I say out of box product, of course some customization is required, but we say that our product is ready for 55 to 65% of the requirement of the organizations. We are ISO certified, and we also have fair understanding of all audit trails, validations. So all the solutions what we provide over here, they take care of these areas. So these are the silent features in our solutions. If you look at, and this we will again cover in our demo, because we will be Ashish will cover these all things in his demo. So I will just quickly take you through over here, like right from map-based dispatch and scheduling to route optimization, configurable event-based alerts, then geofencing to restrict vehicle very if required, of course, and a seamless integration with SAP and so on. So these are the silent features of our solutions, and we will see those more in our actual application demo. So this is the tile on app center as well. So Crave application configuration through dynamic app module. So my friend Ashish will take it from here. Ashish, would you explain the entire portfolio with the processes, and then take the audience through the application demo?
Yeah.
Yep.
So let me share my screen. Yeah. So hello everyone. So I will give the overview of the application, how the configuration, and what are the features are available. And along with that, I will also give the demo of the actual product. So with this Crave maintenance and Crave Fury app applications, so all these we have configured here the maintenance processes. So maintenance processes like calibration, preventive, and breakdown maintenance, general maintenance. So all these activities user can do on the digitally they can execute by using the tablet or mobile device. So like most of the industries currently are doing the maintenance activity on the paper, but with this mobile solution, the paper will be removed and user can do whole activity digitally by using the tablet. So in this application, the application we called it as a C maintenance and planning workbench. So in this product, this whole application is configurable, like field level configurable, then screen level, like some industries want multiple different types of screens. So that screen also can be configured like table screen or want some dynamic screen. So this screen level configuration is available. User configuration means like if you want to show or give the access of the user specific that this particular transaction authorization need to be given to specific group of the users. So that one also can be possible by user configuration. Then the like this application works in both like online and offline. Okay, so this is the one of the advantage of this application. Like most of the times in the production area there is no internet connectivity available, and that's why the companies are using that manually on the paper. So to avoid that one, this application is built in such a way that the user can carry out the activity in the offline, and whenever the internet connectivity is available, that time user can sync the data and it will transfer to your backend system. Then here the application is built by considering the all 21 CFR for the pharma and other formats are used here, and considering that for each activity whatever user are doing, so for each like which person has captured the activity, and for that date and timestamp and everything is captured in the logs, and it is also updated as a audit trail log in this application. So these are the like dynamic menus. So then here like we have the application for the preventive, facility, calibration. So all like whole maintenance solution is available in this. So these are the like some key functionalities. So like key functionalities, whatever the list of the schedule. Okay, whatever the schedule is available for the maintenance, that will available in the mobile application. Okay, then there is a like user dashboard, like for the managerial view, how many orders are due for this particular month, how many orders or maintenance is overdue, that everything user can see in the dashboard. Then there is option for the self assignment where user can assign the work, order, release the order. Then here like whenever user is taking the takeover of the equipment or handover of the equipment with to the production person, so that time approval is available. Then label printing, so this application is integrated with the Bluetooth printer, like in case of preventive and calibration, many times the label is required like calibration pass or fail. So that type of a label directly on field user can print out by using this mobile application and the Bluetooth printer. Then on the mobile, like where at the time of the audit, so some auditor will ask I need to see the equipment history of specific equipment, what is the maintenance history. So that also you can directly show in the application. So how many orders are how many maintenance are completed for that equipment, and which type of a material or spare part is required. So that also can you can show from this application. Then it is integrated with the bill of material and non-bomb. Then once this everything is done, so as a part of there should be something like final maintenance report. So like which person has completed the activity, that details is captured here. And this functionality, this application is barcode enabled, like before starting the work, it will ask to scan the barcode at equipment level. And all these features are totally configurable, like based on your requirement, what you want we can remove, we can disable it, and what functionality you require that we can activate it. So it is based on your process, what you are following. Then these are the key benefits, like as we are using it on the mobile, so you don't need to use the paper. Then there will be increase in the productivity. Like if you are writing it on the paper, then again you will come to the system and will update. So that will be removed. Okay, directly from the application, it will update to the system. So these are some key benefits of this. So I will show like how the process flow will work, and then I will demonstrate for this preventive and calibration. So this is the one like process flow which is built in our current application. Okay, so this flow is for the preventive. So how the preventive activity you can execute using the mobile application. So this denotes like this activity you need to perform in the online, means not online means you will require the internet connection, and offline means you can execute even the internet connection is not available. So here like order creation. So whatever your master data, okay, the master data will be available in your SAP or whatever the system you are using. So that will be the backend. Then in the mobile application, whenever user will log in, so that time he will get a list of open orders, or you can say the schedule. What is the schedule, maintenance schedule available for me within the tolerance limit? That orders will be display, maintenance order. Then in the block number 3, the technician, or if you have the supervisor to technician assignment, so supervisor can assign the work to the technician. Or if there is a self assignment, the engineer knows that I have to do the maintenance of this activity. So engineer will assign the work to self and will do the maintenance work. So here, so this is the preventive maintenance. So here order assignment, like third block is where you will assign the order and will release the work. Okay. Then from the fourth block here, you can execute the activity in the offline. So these are the offline features. Like many times the batch is running or some work is going on. So the production person is not providing the approval. Okay, and engineer, so maintenance engineer is waiting for the like when I have to start the works, and every time you have to do the communication with them. So to avoid that multiple communications, here the pre-approval option is available. Means that person will provide the date, like on this day or at this time you can do the maintenance activity, and he will provide the pre-approval. Then fourth will be the equipment verification. So we have like application is barcode enabled, where user will scan the barcode available at equipment and can check they are doing the maintenance of the correct equipment. Or then block number 5, like you can start the work. So this will also work in the offline, where you can capture the observation. If you have material planning, okay, for this type of a preventive maintenance, I need a specific type of material, that you can add as a plan. Or if at the runtime, at the time of execution, if you want to add the material, you can add that one as well. And once the whole activity is done, then you can confirm the work. After confirming the work, you will hand over the equipment to the like business person, business team. So you will take the post approval from them. Then after the post approval, the supervisor will check that the technician has carried out the maintenance properly or not, and based on that he will provide the approval and complete the work. Then once the work is completed, at the same time on field, you can print the label.
Yeah, Kiran sir, Rasika this side.
You
Sir,
can,
plant maintenance studyचा webinarचं registration केलं होतं.
so you can print the label. Then so this is a block number 8. Then once you have printed the label, you can sync the data whenever you will, like at end of the day, if you are coming to the engineering department and there the network is available. So that time you will click on the sync data, and that whatever the activity you have executed in the offline will upload to the your system. And like for the audit purpose, if someone asks after 3 months, 6 months, show me the maintenance report for this specific equipment. So that report is also available with this product. That also I will demonstrate. So based on it, I will go into the product demo. So I will show how you can carry out like preventive maintenance and calibration. So first I will show like managerial view, how manager can view the maintenance and schedule the activity. So this will be the application for the planning dashboard, where like multiple groups are available, like asset, notification, work orders, reports. So these are the multiple tiles. So based on your authorization like role, we can provide the tile access, where if you have any equipment, you can create the equipment, create the functional location. So you want to check the MTTR, MTBR of the equipment, that also you can check. So you can run the report. Then here notifications, like in case of the breakdown, we can provide only specific tile access to the user, so that specific production person can raise the breakdown activity by using this tile. Then here approvals, like you want before starting the work, the approval is required, so it is available in notification, and order approval is also available. Then here in the work execution, so like C maintenance, which will work in the offline, where user can carry out the whole maintenance activity. Okay. Then if you are using the measuring points or something, so for that rounds manager is available. And this is the C workbench, which we called is as for the managerial view. So manager or supervisor who will plan the activity, who will assign it, who will assign the work to the technician. So this type of a dashboard is available, where you can see the order by status, order by type, order by priority. Then in the bottom, same but for the notifications. And here, like if you have the resource planning or HR module you are using, so we can also assign the work to the technician, and we can see how who is available for completing of the particular maintenance, that you can see in the dashboard. Then here, like based on your order or maintenance request, you can see like open orders, confirm, TECO, then notification management will be available. And here are the reports. So if you go inside the orders, so for the managerial view, like I want to see how many orders are open. So it will show me the list of the open orders. Now suppose I want to check inside this order, what is the details of the specific equipment. So I will click on it. So here you can check the details and order summary. Okay, so in the order summary, if we are having the list of how many notifications are available for the work, that you can see list of permits. Here you can see the MTTF, MTTR of that specific equipment. Then in the bottom, measuring points, characteristics, all details are available. If you are using the costing module, so what is the total cost, plan versus actual, that also will display. So this is for the managerial view, and also they can plan the activity. Now I will switch to the execution part. So execution means where the technician will do the activity on field. So I will show how user can do the preventive and calibration activity. So first I will show you the preventive activity, how they can do the preventive maintenance on field. So in the mobile application or tablet, this type of a screen will come whenever user will log in into the application. So first user need to log in by using his ID. So once login, whatever the maintenance orders are generated in the system based on the tolerance limit or the frequency of the equipment maintenance, so all the list will be available here as open orders, my orders, overdue orders. If any order is getting overdue, user will directly get here in the list. Then here we have provided the search. Now suppose if you are getting the thousands of orders in the list and you want to search it based on the specific, some word in the description, so you can enter only coil. So you will get whatever the content is available in the description. That you don't know the description, you just want to search based on the equipment ID or something. So you can also call like 734, it can search. Now, if you don't know anything, but you want to filter it out based on the date, so filter option is also available. So you can filter out. Suppose I want only orders of the 29th October. So I can only go for the 29th and search. So only specific orders will come here. And by this, I can remove the, okay. So now here you can see open orders, my orders, overdue orders. So in the open orders, suppose okay, I have to do the maintenance of this specific equipment. So you have to just click on it. So once it is clicked, it is assigned and it will display in your my order bucket. Now if you want to, I want to do the maintenance of the multiple equipment, so you can assign the multiple equipments as well. Now, if you go into the my orders, it means these orders are assigned, work is assigned to you, and you are going to complete the preventive maintenance activity. So now suppose I want to execute the maintenance of this specific equipment, cooling coil temperature. So I will go inside this. So once I go inside, it will show me the that specific equipment details along with the task list. So what are the checklist is available, whatever the point. So it will be equipment specific. If you have the thousands of equipment, so equipment specific task list will be available and that will display here. So this is the flow which build. And in this application, like all fields and everything is configurable. Like some fields you not required, some fields you required, which is not available currently. So that with the configuration we can add here. Then here you can see the checklist. On the upper first part is for the order details, equipment details. Then in the bottom checklist, material and history. So history denotes like how many orders are completed for this specific equipment and who has attended it, when it is started, finished date. Even we can show like which spare part is used. So that whole details we can capture here. Then in the checklist, so for starting the checklist, my first step will be to start the work. So I will click on the start. So once I have clicked on the start, so it will ask for the pre-approval because I have taken the equipment from the business team. So I will ask the business person to enter his ID. So he will enter his ID and will add his PIN here and will provide the pre-approval. And then submit. So if it is a valid credential, then it will allow to go for the next step. So now it will show the equipment history, then you can start the work. So now I am starting the work. Once you have started the work, so that time is automatically will be captured at your start time. Like whenever you are doing in the system or SAP, you have to mention the time like whenever you have started the activity, but this system will automatically capture the date and timestamp. Then once the work is started, then it will the checklist will be enabled. Now you can capture the activity like switch off the VCB if it is yes, no, or so these buttons are also configurable like whatever the text you want. Now suppose for the second some observation is found, so I will capture no, so it will ask me to add the comment. So I will enter the comment. Even for the yes, if you want to add the comment, you can add. So if you want to edit something or wrong you have entered, then you can edit as well from this. Now suppose here you have added, selected it as a no, but for this you need the spare part. Okay, if you have plan, then automatically it will display in the list. But if you at the time of execution, you know you want the material or spare part component, so that time you can add from the equipment BOM. So equipment BOM will be the like specific for that specific equipment which material will be required, that we can show here in the equipment BOM. But like if any material is not available, so there is an option like non-BOM. So it will show all the list of materials available in your plant which are related to the engineering work. So here search option is available, like you want to search with the bearing, so it will search specific material only. So you can add. Then for which operation or activity you require the material, you can select. Then what will be the quantity required, that you have to select. Suppose I need 2 quantities, then you can click on OK. So it means you need this material. Suppose more materials you required, you can again go and again add the materials. Now, based on this material, once you click on the sync, because you are doing this activity in the offline. Now, suppose once you are sync, the reservation number will generate. And based on the reservation number, the warehouse person can issue the material. Now, in the same way, you can capture for the remaining points. And once it is captured, once the whole activity is captured, so user will confirm. So at the time of confirm also, it will take, it will ask to enter the credentials to this login person. So my work is confirmed here. So once it is confirmed, so that will be considered as your actual end time, means your work is completed, and it will be available in the display mode only. Now the last step will be you have done with the maintenance. Now you will hand over the equipment to the production person. So that time at the time of handover, you will click on the sign off, and on the sign off, it will ask for it will ask to production person to enter his credentials. and you will enter the remark. Now submit. So once it is done, whenever your network is available, you have to just click on the sync data. So this, whatever the activity you have carried out will update to the SAP, and if it is successfully completed, so that order will remove from your list. Okay. Now you want to see like how the maintenance report will generate, or auditor asks you show me the maintenance report. So one specific format will be available. So that I will show how you can show the report. So like suppose we can prepare based on your requirement, we can design it. So preventive maintenance order report, where you can get administrative details, equipment details, then location, for which location it is. Then here you can capture the checkpoints. So if for this point you have captured it as a yes or no, that details we can capture for each point. And then in the bottom, it will be like if you are using any material, so that material details will be captured, and along with the date and timestamp, like when the activity is started, when it is completed, which person was there, and what was the total duration required to complete the maintenance activity, that will be captured here. And in the bottom, if you have entered the remark for each point, so remark section is there, which will display the comments added for each checkpoints. And in the bottom, you will get a digital signature. So no manual signature is required. Whatever approvals we have taken, so based on that, the digital signature is available, like performed by which person has executed the maintenance, that details will be captured here. And in the reviewed by the person who is providing, who is reviewing the activity, that person will be person details will be captured here. So this is the whole preventive maintenance flow. So I will this is related to the preventive maintenance. And another application is for the calibration and breakdown. So I will show for the calibration how you can do the result recordings. Okay, so that process I will show. So the process will be same, only instead of the like preventive, there was a checklist. So here you have to do the result recording. So in case of the calibrations, once you have login, based on authorization to the users, the list of calibration due will be available here as orders. Then user can assign the work. Same functionality is available here. User can search it based on the specific field. If you want to filter it out based on the date, so that one is also available. Then user can assign the work. Suppose user want to do the calibration of 2 instruments in the morning, so he will assign the 2 instruments. So it will display in the My Orders tab. Then from this tab, now user wants to carry out the activity. So user will go inside this. So this is the process flow, and this is also configurable. So you can get the values of like calibration range, instrument range, acceptable limit, list counts. All these details will be available at the time of executing the maintenance. Now suppose for doing the calibration of this equipment, suppose I need some master. So I can select the master from the list. So like many times you have the external calibration, internal calibration. So both scenarios are covered in this solution. So like if external person is coming with their external master instrument, so there is a program in the system where you can create and add the details based on the provided certificate in the in this application. Now, once it is added, so right now inspection lot number is not generated. So whenever you will release, automatically it will be redirect me to the next step. So now inspection lot number is generated and automatically redirected for the pre-approval. So in the pre-approval section, again, like business pre-approval, business person will provide, take over, technician will take over the instrument and will enter his comment along with the digital signature. So here you can see it is digitally pre-approved, and everything will be available in the system, like which user has pre-approved it at what date and time, everything. Then start instrument, like it will be the check that the technician is doing the calibration of the correct instrument or not. So we have here provided like scan code. So if the barcode is available, QR code is available at your instrument level, so it will scan and it will validate that he is doing the calibration of the correct instrument or not. If barcode is not available, another option is like you can verify manually and click on it. So once it is verified, then the start order will be available. And in the start order, if you click OK, so this time will be captured as your start time. Now, whatever the points like available in your raw data sheet when you are doing manually, so same will be available in this digital platform. So here user just need to enter the reading. Now, suppose I have to capture that reading 10, but my reading is coming as 11. So at the run time, it will show your result is getting pass or fail. Like many times user is getting the correct value, but at the time due to the typo error they are entering the wrong. So this can be avoided by using this feature. So the same way user can capture the readings for all the points and save it. So inside this also, like multiple scenarios are available, like you want to do the correction or a recalibration, you can say. So that feature is also available in this. Then receiving condition, additional fields you can add. What is the room temperature at the time of executing the maintenance, humidity you can add. Then remark of this specific person, who is executor, and save it. Now this is done. So one user need to do the confirm and proceed. So now if you can see, once it is confirmed, so my activity is done. So it will be available in the display mode only. Now the review person will come, like supervisor. So supervisor check by. So he check by engineer, what he will do. So based on the reading, automatically the system is calculating your calibration or instrument is pass or fail. Okay, fit or not fit. Then based on this, you can go for the check by. So the engineer will check whatever the activity user has captured, and based on that, he will provide his approval. Whatever the comments he will enter. Then once it is done, then the technician will hand over the instrument to the production person, and production person will enter his ID and PIN. And submit it. So once it is done, user will sync data, and whenever sync, whatever the activity user has captured will update to the system. So now if you want to see the report for the calibration, so the calibration report will be available there. Like you can say the calibration certificate. So for the calibration certificate, you can get it like this, where calibration performance report and instrument details will be available. So this is also like configurable when based on your requirement we can add. So which master is used, that details you can capture here. Then in the bottom you can get the digital signature. So digital signature like calibrated by and checked by which person had checked it. And on the second page you will get the calibration results. So like whatever the values you have entered, that details will be captured, and along with the result, like it is a pass or fail. And the same thing in the bottom, there will be a digital signature available. So this is the flow for the calibration. Now we have time, so I will just show how breakdown is available with this application, breakdown maintenance. So for the breakdown maintenance, here we have the solution C maintenance, where user can raise the notification. If you go here, so here is option to create the notification, like create notification. So this specific tile access will be available to the specific production person. So in the create notification, user can select the notification type. Suppose breakdown maintenance request, can enter the description. Then if you have the barcode, you can scan the equipment. Otherwise, you can search manually as well. Then you can add like planner group, or if you have the work center, so this issue is related to the mechanic or electric, that you can select. Then which person is reporting it, so priority you can select high or not. So this will be done by your technician, or generally this activity need to be done by the production person. Here if you want to add the more comment, that you can add, and then click on the next. So if once you click on the next, so that request will be generated. This 8082 is created. Now this push notification will trigger to the engineering team. So engineering team will be available somewhere in the plant. So those will get the push notification. And for this, you have like C maintenance application. So the person will be available. So that time, if you go inside the C maintenance, you will get that specific notification which we have created. You go here, notification. So this 8082 right now we have created is will be available to the technician. These are the breakdowns which are available and which are raised. So this person will click 8082 can assign to self, and he will analyze that what is the activity, like machine is really breakdown is there, or like plug is not inserted properly. So based on that he can add the items, like which item is not working. So he can release the notification, he can add the comments. So now suppose you want to add the item, like my which item is damaged. So that I know, so I can select here from the list. That specific bearing is not working. So what may be the damage group? So that damage group I can select, like shaft is broken or something. So it will be the part of the master data. You can save it. Now, so with this data, you can do the breakdown analysis. Now you want to see what type of a similar breakdown is happening in the plant and what is the frequency. If you are maintaining all this data, so you can capture that breakdown analysis report. So here you want to do some task or activity that you can do. Here is the option, like you want to capture the before breakdown and after completing the breakdown activity, that images you can capture. If you want to attach some PDF or sometime for doing the preventive maintenance or some activity, how to open that specific equipment. So if the manufacturer is providing some type of a guideline, so that guideline also you can attach here. Now based on it, suppose I want the spare parts or something, so I need to create the work order. So I directly from this notification, I can create the work order in the application. I will select the required data. Suppose I want the priority as a very high, and I can create the work order. So now automatically work order will be created here. And now here user can work on the order. Now see, for this notification we have created the order, so work order number will display. Now you want to go to the work order screen, you have to just click on this link. So it will redirect you to the work order details. So where you will get the permit. If you want to use the permit for that specific equipment, then you need to first approve the permit. Then in the operations, you can release the work. You want to enter the remark, you can enter. Then if any spare part is required, that you can add. You can do the attachment here. And inside the operations, like if you want to see how many operations are available for that order, suppose you want to do some inspection, so that details can be captured in the inspection. Now suppose you have added one only operation, but at the time of executing the breakdown, you got to know that there is some electrical issue as well. So you can also add one more operation here, another activity or another task you can add by using this functionality. So the same way user can capture the activity and user can start and complete the operation, that will be work as your work confirmation. If like you are changing the shift or you want to transfer the work to some other user, so you can transfer it to some other person. So once you click on it, it will show the list and you have to select the next shift person or available resource and you can transfer the work. And once the whole activity is done, then suppose if you are using some approval, so if you click on the user status, here approvals like department head, safety permit, so these type of approvals are also available here. So once it is done, user can technically complete the work, and once it is technically completed, then it will this specific notification and work order will remove from my list. So these are the maintenance solutions we have, and based on, so it is a fully configurable based on the requirement we can change. Yeah, Nikita.
Yes, over to you, Murli sir.
Yeah. So thank you, Ashish. Thanks for wonderful presentation and demonstration of the application. Um, we wanted to quickly run through the question poll. So, Nikita, in the meantime, could you share the question poll on the screen? You or Sunny?
The poll question has been launched. I would request our attendees to please participate in that. It will hardly take a couple seconds, hardly take few seconds. And in meantime, Murli, we have few questions, so I think we can go through that as well.
Yeah.
And we have a question from Ravi. He's asking how we can integrate this application to SAP.
Yeah, so this application is a add-on, and this is a SAP certified add-on. So we will install in your SAP system, and based on that, automatically it will work on the tablets. So that will be get integrated with your SAP system.
Okay. Thank you, Ashish. We have one more question from Utsav. He's asking how to view total history of maintenance done on a machine, including total cost incurred till date.
Correct. So for that, like we have in the SAP, the standard report are available, and we can also customize where based on the equipment or based on the group of the equipment, you can get the report where you will get the details like how much time you have spent for the maintenance, like what is the how much costing you required, all details you will get in the report.
Okay. And now we have a question from Siddharth. What about the permits during maintenance? How can we create the respective permit request?
So for the permits, as I have shown in the breakdown, so the similar will be available in other cases, and where the permits, if you have assigned the permits at the equipment or function location level, then automatically it will come. But there is also the option where you can request, like if you have some hot work or something safety approval is required. So that time at the runtime from the application also you can add the permits.
Okay. And the next question we have from Deepak. Is it possible for CMB maintenance process?
Yes, it is possible.
Okay. Now we have a question from Ramnivas, and how to add preventive maintenance check sheet points.
Yeah, so for the check sheet points, like right now you are having in the Excel sheet or somewhere. So in the SAP system, there is a provision called it as a task list. So for each your equipment, we can create the task list in the system, and based on the frequency of the maintenance, it can be shown into the application.
Okay. We have a question from Vasily. It's he was just confirming the C maintenance application isn't standard SAP Fiori app.
It is not a standard. It is like a Crave product, so it is customized. But yes, it is like a SAP certified application.
Okay. Now we have a question from Jitesh. Is HANA required? Will this integrate with ECC?
Yeah, so it will work for the both as well as for HANA as well as the ECC. Both will be.
Okay. Thank you. Now we have a question from Mukesh as well. How can we find out actual, just a minute.
Yeah, so
actual consumption versus
actual
stock
consumption
availability? Yeah.
Yeah, so for this, the standard report is available in the system where you can, in the SAP, you can get how many stock is already consumed and what is the current availability, that details you can get. And if required, we can show it in the Fiori as well.
Okay. Now we have a question from Sikandar. To run yearly does work if I open fiscal calendar for 1 year, yearly plan?
Yeah, so it depends, like you want yearly plan or like 5 years. So based on your frequency, automatically it will work. So there is configuration will be available in the SAP side.
Okay. Now I think Ravi is confirming again that the one who have asked if this application is integrated with SAP, how to integrate this application to SAP? Is it a standard application, Fiori?
Yeah, so for the integration, actually we have the add-on. Okay, Crave product add-on, and for the integration with the SAP, we are using the OData gateway services. So we don't need to develop anything in your system. Once we have installed it in your system, so automatically it will, all the gateway services and connection will automatically available in the system.
Okay. And we have one more question from Divya. Is there any configuration where you can issue material as mentioned in BOM only?
Is there any configuration where you can issue material? Yes. So right now I have in the demo system, there is material issue option was not there. But yes, if you require, then you can also the issue material from the application.
And I have one more question from Siddharth. Does in report can we bifurcate mobile created orders or mobile done activity?
Yes, so like whenever you are doing the activity from the mobile and once it is completed from the mobile, we are updating one user status like this specific work is completed in the mobile. So you can use that standard report where you can bifurcate based on how many orders are completed in the SAP and how many orders or work is completed in the mobile.
Okay. I think these all the questions that we have today. I think thank you Ashish for your insight on these questions. Murli, do we have anything? I think we have one more question, Ashish, from Sikandar. 5-year yearly plan, does it requires to run every 5 year if fiscal calendar opens 5 year?
No, if you can create for the 1 year and if your calendar is for the 5 year, automatically it will generate the maintenance order.
Okay. We have one more question from Sham. Maintenance costs can capture from this application, that is maintenance and service both.
So here we are capturing like your start time and end time of the work. So based on that, whenever you will sync to the SAP, in the SAP system, it will automatically calculate the whatever the cost is related to the maintenance activity.
Okay. Divya confirm again comes up with the confirmation. Is there provision to prevent issue of material against any equipment if it not there in BOM?
Yes, that we can do.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ashish. I think we are done with the poll questions as well. So I'm just closing the poll questions now. Thank you everyone for your insight for the poll question.
So Sunny, we have covered questions from Q&A as well as chat, right? Both.
Yeah, most of them we have covered. I think we have one more question from Deepak. It's can we attach Loto to notification screen? LOTO.
Yes, that we can attach.
Okay. And the one more question from Ramanivas is, can this possible with machine integration for PM/CBM notification behalf of running hours?
Yes, like for this maintenance, we can create it as like a measuring points, and based on the machine running hours, the maintenance request will be generated automatically. That is standard functionality available.
Okay. Okay, I think we are already running out of time. We are beyond 15 minutes now. So I would request everyone to, we will be reaching out to you after this session and we'll be sending you the recording of the session as well. And if possible, we can also set up a one-to-one call where we can discuss each and every thing that you have been in mind right now. So thank you everyone for joining today's sessions. And thank you Murli and Ashish for sharing your experience in today's session. And we're closing this now. Yeah, we will be sharing the recording as soon as it's available. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.